What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast, episode 237. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And I'm here with Adam.
And this week we watched
Lamb.
Yeah, dude. At the end, how great would it have been when this movie cut off if it played Sinai's Beach, Man or Animal?
That would have been fucking random as hell. I mean, it's A24, right?
Yeah, you need to know that going in.
Yeah, so you should
Probably
know
one
what
of
to
the
expect.
weirdest movies they've. I mean, it's.
Well, it's almost like they're parodying themselves now.
Yeah, right. But
Lots,
I mean,
lots of staring.
Yeah, not a lot of dialogue. Felt almost to an extent like a silent film. To an extent, you know.
Granted, they did a good job of implying things.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's one thing that I really enjoyed about it, where it's like they didn't tell you jack fucking shit.
You don't know dick, dude.
You were just there in it.
And they never questioned it.
No, not at all.
How they were able to make an open field and a mountain seem like I got claustrophobic.
Yes.
Like midway.
Yeah.
Well, they were like so secluded.
Yeah.
There's just nothing out there. Like, that's it. Them.
How good was the tension building on this shit though, for real?
Yeah.
I mean, it was an hour and 40 minutes of just straight tension building. And you know, like, and that's the thing, like, you know something's gonna happen. You know that some shit's gonna pop off.
Yeah.
You just don't know what the fuck it is, where it's gonna come from, who it is. Like, you know nothing.
Well, you hear the Ram Man breathing at the beginning.
Yeah.
Let's give a little round of applause for the acting from the sheep at the beginning.
Oh,
there,
yeah.
huh? The way they were looking around, and I was like, "Are those CGI?" Because they're like cooperated. The dog did a good job. But when they were all trying to get out of that thing,
yeah,
I was like, "Something's in there." And then later on, you get a glimpse of it in the Adah's eye. You can see it standing there, and I'm like, "Okay, that's a man's body with a ram head."
Yeah,
you can see it.
Yeah,
but I didn't know what it was mad about yet. You know, like,
yeah, we didn't know at all what it was mad about. You know, but
they did a really good job with the couple.
Yes.
The way they just really drove it in that like a whole lot of nothing was happening with them.
Yeah.
Because like when they're sitting at the table eating, and dude's just like they figured out time travel. And she's like, "Oh, okay."
Like, well, if you go forward, I guess you could go backwards. And that's our first little hint at losing a child.
Yeah,
and they never tell you how that happened.
No.
Never.
No. Don't need to know. I mean, really, you know?
But most movies, that would have been a whole 20-minute segment, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But they really, I mean, they left it so open. Like, everything was just so kind of open, and there was no information, nothing. Like, you know, what world does this exist in? I don't know. You know, like, what the fuck is happening? Nobody knows. And they just kind of, they put you in this, like, moment in time with these people, like, after they have suffered this incredible loss, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you can tell, like, they're fed up with each other. Like, you know what I mean? They both kind of blame each other, but they don't come out and say that they blame each other, you know? But you can kind of tell. Yes.
Drudging was a thing. They'd be drudging.
Yeah.
Well, like, I wouldn't go so far as to say they held anything against each other. They were just, maybe that phase came and went because it just seemed like they were just in this motion, just running through the motions every day. All right, let's tend to the sheep. Let's paint the house.
And then they get a couple.
Get dark.
No,
because I was like,
it
they
was
going
like
to bed.
midsummer. Yeah. Sun's still out. What the fuck?
He needs to put some shit on them windows.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't be able to sleep, dude.
No, fuck no, dude.
I
There's
need
no
darkness.
fucking way. Yeah. But and then they bring like Peter shows up, which is, Ingvar's brother.
Well, shows you what happens actually when Ramstein gets to the end of that road and do Host.
Dude, how strange was that scene? They pull up in a car, the girl gets out, hands someone else the keys, throws a cell phone. They open the trunk, get him out, push him aside, they all get back in and leave.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
just
what the fuck's
okay.
I'm guessing that either
Well, she made a little comment. She's like, "Oh, he doesn't owe. People don't understand him. He's misunderstood. He doesn't owe people money this time."
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, he's a druggie, or like something. He's a gambler. I don't know what his deal is. They don't really go into it.
Nah.
But he's kind of.
They also go as far as to show you that he has had. Well, and of course this is debatable, but he went on to have a more successful.
Yeah.
Would you call it that?
He got
a
out
more
of the
successful life than the brother.
Yeah.
While the brother had stability, he had, fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do y'all think? Him and the chick they definitely did something together back in the day, right?
I
think that's why he kept trying, because something. I think something had happened.
Enough. I felt like it was implied enough that it had to.
But she was like, "No, I don't want to do that,"
Yeah.
He was like, "Ah." I knew as soon as they started drinking that's when the shit was gonna hit the fan.
Yeah. That's how it always happens, man.
But I was like, we're gonna end up in a threesome here, Like,
yeah.
What's gonna happen?
In a way,
A24.
This movie, and I know a lot of other films do it, but it's the first one that comes to mind. This movie almost mirrored the same 2 beats as The Lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
In that, something happens earlier in the film that comes right around the bottom in the ass at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Where you had Pattinson's bird kill coming back to him being pecked clean by the birds. You got luck. And so we had the woman shooting the sheep mother.
Well, still in the baby.
Was weird.
That was
weird.
Whenever she yelled at it, go away.
Yeah.
And that sheep was looking at her like, bitch, I ought to fucking,
Yeah. Bitch. Get you with his horn.
What about that scene where it shows all the ram? And you could tell they're like out in the mountain somewhere. They're not in the barn.
That one
and
breathed?
the thing where it was on its chest moving. And I was like, that's fucking weird.
She knew.
It's like if there could have been an Icelandic Mari, that sheep would have been like, look at that baby, look at its face. Look at its face, god damn it. Which, it's a weird take on the whole woman going crazy from not having babies, so I'm going to take your baby.
Yeah, and kill you.
Yeah. But I mean...
Bad Lieutenant decision number 1.
Yeah.
So he had to make it even, right?
Yeah, eye for an eye, man.
I had to laugh. I don't know why. But when it cut to it, I just remember being like, what? And then he fires the second shot, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, it's no more ridiculous than the baby with the fucking sheep's head.
Well,
but you just didn't expect
it's
that.
It's not even
like.
Well, it's not because of what it is. It's because it's also in that same moment, the same thing probably happened to a lot of other people who watched this movie. You spent the past hour and a half having all these crazy theories. What could it be? And it'd be something more literal.
Yeah. Well, at first, my main thing, when the brother shows up, I thought that when he was like, it's a fucking animal. I thought that the way they were seeing it, was like, okay, it's a kid. But to him, it
But
just
it
looked
was
like a normal sheep.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he was seeing. And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I'm wrong. He's in here. He's fucking riding in a tractor with it. That was weird. I was like, does he like it? Does he hate it? And then next thing you know, he likes it. He's fucking holding it, sleeping.
He has a change of heart. Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I'd hang out with it. I'd have questions though.
When the dad was in the the tractor
crying,
and I was like, dude, whenever that happened, I was like, what if that huffing and puffing was just him drunk as fuck?
Yeah.
And this is just some weird.
He banged the sheep.
He fucked the sheep.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, I figured that's what it was gonna be, because it's like he was crying like, oh, I fucked up, dude.
Well, it made me wonder if that's how it all kind of started. Like, you know,
because
the Ram Man. I mean, he's way older than anything that was going on there. So, like, a long time, like let's just say 100 years ago, did some farmer bang a sheep and get one pregnant, and then it just went on from there? Like,
we are the sheep people.
Yeah, the sheeple.
The sheeple, the beautiful sheeple.
But I'm guessing, like, so in their little world that they live in, so I'm guessing they're in Iceland, so I'm sure they have some kind of like lore, mythological creature there that's ram, like a ram man. So when it came out and looked like that, they was like, oh, okay, yeah, we got those here. We've heard about those.
Yeah, I wonder if there's some sort of something that we don't pick up on their lore, like something that we don't know. Because I feel like it's one of those things where I feel like people who watched it maybe in that country were like, oh shit,
it's
okay.
That. Yeah. Well, it's like the guy that wrote it.
Or is it just a body horror creature feature?
What's that movie he's doing?
The Northman. The Northman.
So he's got a bunch of books and stories like that.
Yeah. It's the new Robert Eggers film that's got, it's got a fucking Anya Taylor-Joy. It's got an all-star cast on it. One of the Skarsgårds, of course, is going to be in it.
Can't make a movie without one of those.
Yeah. Let's see. Anya Taylor-Joy, Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, Ralph Ineson. I can't ever pronounce that dude's last name. But anyway, the guy that wrote it, his name it's Robert Eggers, of course, and Sjorn. S-J-O-R or S-J-O-N. Sjorn, I don't know. But it seems like the guy that did Lamb was a first-time director. He worked in special effects for like the Tomorrow War, Rogue One. Yeah, he did some, camera work and some cinematography for some films and things like that. So it's kind of a natural progression to him, and it seems like it's a very personal story.
Yeah, because he's Norwegian too, or whatever. Like,
yeah, and it seems like to me that like possibly either this is something that he has gone through himself, or he knows someone that has gone through this, and he's like, okay, well, how can we make it
an A24 movie?
Well, I mean, how can we make it a little bit more like over the top?
Yeah.
I guess you would say over the top, but not really, because like at the end of the day, it's a lamb. It's a kid with a lamb head and a lamb arm, and that's it, But it's the idea. It wouldn't be any different if these people found a baby in a field,
stole somebody's baby.
You know what I mean?
And killed the mother when it tried to come back and get it.
Exactly. It's just the idea of like
telling that story.
Yeah. And I think the idea, of course, of having the the goat man or whatever showing up at the end is just the idea that like we're all animals. Like he's saying that the kid was an animal. It's like, no, but we're all animals at the end of the day, and we all have that same, like in the animal kingdom, the majority of like animals have the same like motherly instincts. There's some exceptions, of course, to that rule. Just like there's some shitty fucking parents that are like, I'm gonna abandon my baby in a dumpster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have those exceptions there in that situation, but like it felt very personal, and it was represented very personal.
Yeah.
Like I took it as something that was like very personal to whoever, you know, the writer, the director, and I really enjoyed that about it. So it felt like an A24 film, but it also felt like something that could have easily been just marked up as just your average, like almost Hallmark-esque drama.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
them adding that extra layer
Yeah,
of
had a
like, well,
twist
this
to
is,
it
yeah, it's a lamb baby,
with a
you
ram
know?
man. It's ram because the male sheep, that's a ram.
Yeah, yeah, it's a ram, not a goat. My bad.
I've seen goats.
But
They don't look like that.
yeah, right. So I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was kind of different, you know. It was A24 as fuck, of course, but at the end of the day, like the movie got its point across in a way that like you're never gonna forget it.
No.
Oh no.
And that to me is the most amazing thing that they were able to accomplish with this film. It's like this is a drama about loss and coping with loss and the extent that people are willing to go in order to try to not only cope with loss but also like, you know, get that feeling of happiness back. Every Lifetime movie that's ever been released, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've seen 1,000 Hallmark Christmas movies.
They're
But you
all
know
the
what
same.
movie? Yeah, but you know what movie I remember? I remember fucking Christmas Vacation. You
Yeah.
know, like just like I've seen this movie 1,000 times, but I'm never gonna forget this version of this movie.
Well, you know, when it gets to the end and people see that, they're like, that's fucked up. And it's like, yeah, but that's exactly what
That's
she did.
us. Yeah, that's us
It's no
though.
different than what she did earlier.
Yeah.
That sheep was over there, like, coming to the window. I'm like, get my baby back, bitch.
Yeah.
I want my baby back,
Yeah.
baby back, baby back.
So I really enjoyed it. And I know that like this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I know that a lot of people are like, what the fuck? There's a lot of videos. It's like the ending of Lamb explained. And it's like,
What's
do you
there to
really need an
explain?
explanation? Yeah, exactly. Right. We're all animals. We're all fucked up. And we're all guilty. We're all guilty of being like this in some capacity, you know?
What happens, man,
Depression
when you
channeled into nihilism.
live in that
Yay.
hedonistic lifestyle, you know?
Yeah.
He's taking her back to his log cabin. I was
So,
after that, I was like, bitch, follow him. I want to see if there's a whole crew of them out there, you know?
I know, right? Yeah.
And that motherfucker was walking around with a knee thumper, dude. When he turned around,
Yeah.
he had a little wang dangly smacking his leg. I was like, he's just walking around naked. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Take that
He's
motherfucker's
fucking,
clothes, you know?
yeah. King of the fucking mountain, you know? But
I didn't want the guy
I
to
re-
die, though. He was real nice.
yeah, I mean, I thought that, and the characters were very relatable, you know, even Peter.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up that Peter is supposed to be like the one that the audience
Fuck
can
up.
relate to the most. Yeah. He's
The
like, it's a
black sheep
fucking
of the
animal.
family.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. When he walked in there, he's like, what the fuck is going on here? And he's like, this is what happiness looks like.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Now, I would have been like, bro, we need to call the news.
Yeah.
You know?
It cuts.
Yeah.
No, it cuts to Matthew McConaughey. You can't pick your family. And
Yeah.
It shows him looking at his.
They need to take that clip of the ram standing there at the end, and it cuts back to Matthew McConaughey, and he's in that car, and he's like, Osiris, you know, twiddling his fingers, you know?
Why do I drive a Lincoln?
You have to ask Osiris. I'm calling that dude Cyrus. Ram man. Rammer animal.
Rammer animal. I loved it, man. I thought that it was a great film, and the fucking cinematography, the camera work, like
The color.
the way that, yes, the color, the way that they framed the scenes and everything, like it really felt like you were on a different planet when you were watching it, because like you said, you felt so claustrophobic, the fact that they're living in like basically this giant valley that's surrounded by fucking mountains, you know what I mean? Like what they were able to do with that, and then also make it feel like it was otherworldly, and also like this mysticism that it gives it as well. Where like, and it plays into the lamb thing, the kid. It plays into the fucking ram man. It plays
They
into
didn't
all
even
that shit.
question
It's
it.
like, no, like that's part of our world. You know what I mean? So
That was some straight up live births at the beginning too, y'all. I've seen
I
them
know.
pull baby goats out,
Yeah,
cows and shit. That was real. They getting their hands dirty.
yeah. But I give it a full star.
Yeah, man, I liked it. I was sitting there the whole time, like, kind of, now when I watch it, I know. But that whole time, I was like, what is fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Like, is he gonna kill it? Are they gonna, like, all these dreams everybody's having? And they kept having dreams that they were gonna lose the kid.
Yeah.
It's almost like they knew. I don't even think the dad knew that she killed the goat or the sheep.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think
he was
knew
asleep
either.
and she was like, Ada. I came
You're
in last
coming
night
with
calling my dog out. Ada.
a
Yeah.
She's
Could you
looking at you
imagine your dog
sideways.
with a baby body in its head?
I would fucking
Call the
I
damn
don't know.
hospital, somebody, like the cops, like
Yeah, y'all
something.
gotta come look at this
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm
you're gonna
calling
be internet
Traveler for
famous.
sure. Yeah, come here, dab it. You know,
Ada needs a fucking TikTok.
for real, dude. I love it, and I think I want to watch it again now that I know what's going to happen, and now that like the tension building is all, of course, going to be there, but it's not going to be as bad
Yeah.
because you know when it's going to happen and what's going to happen, and that way I think that there's more, things to pick up on. But this is a good A24 film, but it's not something that I'll probably revisit very often because like the shock of the film is the fact that there's a ram man that shoots a human and takes the baby.
As he's
Like
trying to
that.
pull its little paw back, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. And once you see that, you can't unsee it, So
Yeah. I think I'm really glad y'all both gave it a full star because it does need to have a star for sure. And I believe it is absolutely a 2-star. And normally these films are right up my alley. I like the oddity of it. I like how they take, really outlandish ideas and try to convey some sort of deeper message to it. Those are always entertaining to watch. But for the reasons you said, Griffin, like near the end, once that reveal happens, there's no undoing it.
yeah.
And that's the experience of the movie. That coupled with the fact that because of what kind of movie it is, a lot of people probably are going to be like, what did I just watch?
Yeah.
And I think because of that, it needs to be 2.5.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely a filter movie.
Yeah. I feel like I could put this on to run somebody off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or if they hang out, I'm like, all right, you're all right.
But it takes it. But my half star doesn't come with the criticism of the film, because all the positives that you guys gave on it, I totally agree. There's shots in this movie that are gorgeous. Like there's this one particular shot, doesn't have any characters in it or whatever, but it's just the scenic shot where it's ground level and you see that stream and the mountains off in the distance and stuff.
Yeah.
Just little shots like that made the movie artistically amazing for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't dislike the film. I think I would recommend more films like this that have more of a humorous edge to it first before they jump into something like this. If getting into the weird shit's like your thing, if people are just now getting into that part of their movie journey,
Yeah.
I would say pump the brakes on Lamb. There's a few other films you should probably knock back before this one, because this one's probably not that palatable for some viewers, especially a lot of general American audiences.
Right.
And for that, I give it a 0.5 star. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I did enjoy it, and it had a lot of really good things going for it. There's absolutely a reason when you watch the movie why it won some of the Cannes awards.
Yeah.
Another thing too, didn't realize that the main woman in the film,
Prometheus?
and
Dragon
she
tattoo?
was the foreign versions of the girl with the dragon tattoo films.
Yeah.
I think she was in the other ones too, right? I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, she was a
did both of them.
carryover. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen the foreign version. They had them on Netflix for a while, and I watched those back when they had them on there.
And but yeah, man, I'm glad I watched it though. I wanted to watch it.
She's got some range.
Yeah,
like from that to she was in Prometheus.
Yeah.
This, like,
which I believe she's a very big star from her home country for sure.
Think so.
Like she's a big deal actress for her nation.
I really liked the performance that both of the males gave in it.
Yeah.
Especially Ingvar, like the husband.
Yeah.
Like he's a good old boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm at the end of the day, like, and I can I find similarities and things in common with both of these characters because growing up where we grew up and we didn't deal with sheep, we dealt with cows, but
like get up in the morning, there's shit to do.
Go get some eggs.
And then I also recognize the other brother, Peter, because musician, wants to create.
He's
you know what I mean?
Like the city.
Yeah, and it's like I get both. Both of the brothers, and I think that they both did a fantastic job. And it's kind of like me and my brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I have my own interests. I have my own things that I like. They have their own interests. They have their own things that they like. Like we look alike. We both know how to do a lot of, we all three know how to do a lot of the same stuff, all this kind of stuff. But if you knew me, and you knew my brothers, and you didn't know we were related, you might not think that we're brothers.
Yeah, because you broke off into the music and.
Well, it's like it's like they managed to find a way to have out of the 3 main leads. You've come in contact with one person like that in your life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If not several,
Yeah. And it felt real. Like these characters felt real.
Yeah.
Especially for a foreign film. And I know that sounds kind of weird and maybe kind of fucked up, but in foreign films, it's sometimes hard for American audiences to relate to those people because the cultural differences are so great. I didn't feel that way at all.
I would say what adds to that, man, is the fact that it's not dubbed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
being able to hear these people talk to each other and just read what they're saying, whatever, the natural foreign film route for any angle that you take in, it's better off no matter what side of the pond you're on, whichever film, there's something lost whenever for Western audiences they get the voice actor to come in and dub over it. Something always gets lost in that.
Yeah, the emotion's not there.
Yeah. And I think that definitely
reference.
And I think that definitely added to. Oh, I heard terrible things about the
dub is hilarious. It almost makes it a comedy. Really,
Jesus.
Some of the acting, but I think something else that makes this realistic. So, the scene, where they're at the table eating, dude.
Yeah.
They may not even say anything.
Yeah.
That's kind of sometimes that let's say Tarantino's doing a table scene. There's fucking 13 pages of dialogue. You gotta feel it, you know. That's not real life.
No.
Sometimes when you're sitting there, you're just there. Nobody's talking.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they don't put that on screen where you're just sitting there. No talking. This had a lot of it.
Yeah. Well, and that's real life between two people that have been married for a very long time. Because, like, I mean, hell, I'm married, and I don't know if you experienced this or not, Travis, but like, you're around someone for so much. There's only so much shit you can fucking talk about, you know?
Yeah, I mean, oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, there's always that, there's always those moments from time to time where, you know, you get up, you go fix yourself a drink in the morning, you fix them one. You come in, you sit them down, you might even say one or two words, hello, good morning, love you, and then they're reading their shit or watching something and you're doing your stuff and there's just silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. But it is absolutely real life,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Not
And
everything not everything has to be like Deborah talking to Dexter, which I know we're gonna get to that
yeah, for
at one
goddamn.
point.
Yeah. But I really like, and that's like, Parasite, fantastic foreign film. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Very well done. Could not really relate to any of those characters.
Nah.
Like, I can understand, like, to a core of humanity, relate to some of these characters, but not the same way that I can relate to the characters in this film. Both of the brothers. And I think that drives more to it. And then, like, if you're in a relationship, and then there's a possibility that being in that relationship, either you can't, for some reason you can't have kids for, whether it's the male or the female's situation, or if you have a kid and lose a kid or something like that, then that just adds to it that much more. And the way that they handled it was very human. So
Yeah.
I really liked it. And then, of course, throwing the crazy shit on top of it just made it that much better, in my opinion. So, but Dexter, we're finally back with our boy Michael Chaw. I have,
AKA
I have,
reindeer games.
yeah,
Kill my fucking deer. Got mad about that, dude. I knew that guy was gonna shoot that deer when he was got. I was like, this is about to happen, and he's gonna kill that motherfucker.
Yeah,
I knew.
Well, like, it was a very safe episode for all the right reasons, because this felt more like the original Dexter than the last 4 seasons of the show. And I think that says a lot.
I think they did a good job in that hour of giving us, like, the build up, showing us everyone. Got a little, all the new character introductions. Lady in the wheelchair was line dancing. Okay, that's cool.
Well, I think the greatest aspect of that episode was how the original showrunners respected the ending showrunners. The way they did that ending, he was able to make that be better now. Like, watching the finale of Dexter, knowing that this episode exists now, completely redeems it in a way.
Yeah.
Because you're given a good 20-30 minutes of Dexter is not talking to himself. There's no inner monologue. He is still like he was at the end of that.
Yeah. Well, you remember when the show ended, we're like, lumberjack Dexter? He's not a lumberjack on this episode.
Oh no, they fixed things, a lot of it. Yeah, I love how, of course he would work at the gun and pawn.
When he walked into there and I saw the knives and everything, I was like, and he turned it around. Still has OCD, okay.
And whenever so all right, so he's getting up in the mornings, he's chasing this deer.
Yep.
He knows he can kill it. He knows he can. He lines up the shot every fucking time, but it's almost like that's like the chase is tapping into his urges so much that, like, it's the way he's keeping himself, like, I'm still able to have a little fun. Like, you can't play on the basketball team, but by God, you can go shoot 3-pointers for a little while. Get it out of you.
Well, and I also think, like, every time he's going out there and doing that every morning, he's proven to himself that, like, he's still got it.
Yeah.
Well, because it made the deer have more significance, even though it was poorly CGI'd.
It was pretty bad CGI, but when he put his hand down and went, please. Like, I need you to show me that I'm not a monster, please.
Well, that deer represented all the work he's put into in the 10 years since since he left Miami.
Yeah.
And when dude shoots it in front of him and dude lays him out, and then all of a sudden you just hear it, you finally hear him, you just hear him go, "It's been a long time."
Yeah, I started rubbing my hands together.
And you were like, "Oh fuck,
Setting
he's
up a
back,"
kill room.
you know?
I don't need trophies. We've evolved.
Yeah, I mean, dude, all of it. Even the funny part of him making the kill room, and he's like, "Pardon me, I'm kind of out of practice."
Yeah. And like you could tell that there's 10. It's like when someone gets out of prison for 10 years and they haven't had sex for 10 years, and how like giddy with
he was
excitement.
giddy. When he was talking to him,
yeah, and
he's
he
like,
was
just
like,
let me go. He's like, we're at the point of no return, buddy.
Well, just like all the things that just started to unnerve him.
Yeah.
And you could see like you could tell he was breaking.
When he was like, "You want to know what happened?" He was like, "Not really, because it's just gonna make me want to kill this motherfucker." He's like, "You know what they call me? They call me Dick Face. Guess who doesn't get laid?" And he went, "Dick Face." Exactly.
Yeah.
And, and probably the most pleasant surprise, Harrison shows up.
I didn't think that was gonna happen in the first episode.
No. Like everything from the fucking trailer will happen in the first episode, pretty much.
But I also think that kind of rings in on what the show's title means now.
The new blood, the son.
Yeah. Because for better or for worse, from season 4 onward, most things kind of become Dexter juggling. You know, Harrison's a big deal to Dexter as a character.
Yeah.
And honestly, what I'm calling one or two things. I don't think Hannah McKay's coming back. I hope not. She's a terrible fucking character. I hope we find out that Harrison has either killed her or she's just where the fuck she is and he ran the fuck off after he found out what all was going on.
Yeah.
And so, or he's got the killer itch, track that motherfucker down like a bloodhound, and you know, Dexter's gonna finally pass the coat on properly to the only one that should have been under his wing, and that was his kid.
Well, remember the whole thing with Dexter, how his mom was dead and he was in the blood and they rescued him?
Yeah.
Then you see Harrison
in the same
situation.
Yeah. But
he might have a dark passenger.
Well, here's what I think. Like, here's predictions that I've got. I've got 2 predictions. First prediction, Dexter's absolutely going to die. I think he's going to die in this series, this season, this series, whatever you want to call it. I also think that like he's going to spend the majority of the season trying to figure out if Harrison has the dark passenger or not. I think that he's going to come to the conclusion that Harrison doesn't have the dark passenger. And I think that he's going to be so relieved that the cycle's been broken that whenever he dies, he can die in peace.
He doesn't pass it on.
Yes. That's what I think. Now, I may be completely wrong, of course. And they may go the route with Harrison having, you know, his own thing, his dark passenger and all this stuff. But I think that like Hannah's dead. She told, you know, Harrison at least about, you know, his dad. I don't know if she went full out. She was fucking crazy though.
I'm surprised he didn't ask him. Like,
yeah,
I know we'll get that where he's like, "What happened to Hannah?"
Yeah, but
sorry.
I just think that that's how they're gonna resolve everything, is to where I don't think they may very well do it, but I don't think that they'll go with the idea that Harrison is gonna have a passenger, because I mean, yeah, passing the coat along and all that kind of stuff is going to be very cathartic for Dexter, all this kind of stuff. But like, I don't know. To me, I would almost feel better if he didn't have it and the cycle was broken at that, you know, right there.
Well, I definitely don't want him to have it. And they're like, guess what? There's a new show.
Yeah. Where now he has it.
And
Well,
he'll be the show now. And it's like, no, we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
well, it would be interesting if they did it in a way where where more or less. Okay, so you know the shot where he's at the fishing hole and he pulls Deb out of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then that entity grabs
The
it.
passenger was grabbing her.
Yeah. I feel like they might go a route where there's more to the Dark Passenger than just it being a manifestation of Dexter's urge to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised if somehow that entity gets inside of him, and it's not necessarily just Harrison being like, I'm all fucked up. It's that, it gets in him.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. But I did love how when the whole Deb thing was said and done, he just fed her to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I took that whole thing as. He was like, because Deb was everything he was trying to, trying to keep his eye on the prize, like don't kill, yada yada yada. And then when he spoke up, it's like, time to feed you to the wolves.
Yeah. I thought it was very well done, and I'm excited to see how it goes from here. I mean, it's Dexter, dude. It's good to see Michael C. Hall back,
Oh, yeah.
in that character. Yeah.
Doing his iconic role.
Yeah. I mean,
The routine.
And it slipped right back on like a glove, man. Like it's like he's still been putting out seasons of the shit.
Yeah. And I love that, like you were talking about earlier, where there's no, monologue, there's none of that stuff, and then like when it was done so perfectly, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
When he
like
snapped back into it,
when that happens, it's like, oh, we're back at season 1.
yeah,
Well,
it's
dude, when he
fucking
went,
go
Here
time.
we fucking go again.
When he put his hands up and he went, it's like you said, life's too short, dude.
Yeah,
And the feeling that he got, just
yeah.
he was like, ah.
He had an orgasm.
I wanted that
sure,
motherfucker to die though.
I did too. He's a piece of shit.
But
man.
it's funny because it's like he's got a connection with the cops already. Like,
Yeah.
He's always been in good with the cops. Like now,
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the thing. Like, how did this motherfucker even find him?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Who knows? Where he's at. Like, how?
Yeah. Do you think that they'll bring any other
kids? Like,
well, do you think that they'll bring in either the other kids, Batista, or any of those?
I don't think so.
Any other characters?
Like, man, I'm just thinking out loud, I guess.
I think he's dead.
But let's take a second and let me try to explain myself with it, I guess. It's almost like Halloween.
Yes.
Where we get to a point where Michael Myers is not just a killer anymore. Like, he's like a walking embodiment of evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, force of nature.
What if, because Hannah was so fucked up, not fucked up, but because Rita was already a traumatized person, not necessarily evil, but was already a trauma-filled vessel of a person, coupled with Dexter's, the way he is, his traits, what he became, the worst part of him, the killer and everything. What if the Dark Passenger could have some sort of hereditary trait or characteristic to it?
Yeah. I mean, there's a possibility, of course.
Or if Harrison thinks Dexter killed his mom because he is a serial killer.
Yeah.
Well, he might think that.
Yeah. And Hannah could have fucking totally done some dumb shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
she could have been like, bullshit. "Oh, you don't want to know your dad because like he killed your mom. Yeah. So don't even look for him." It's like, oh, you just set him on a journey.
Yeah. Thanks, bitch. You fucked up the last 2 seasons of this. Yeah.
That would be a very fucked up ending if they have it where Dexter dies, but it's Harrison that kills him.
That would be fucked up.
Out of misinformation.
If they keep Dexter alive, I hope they do one more season. And you know what I want to see?
What?
Dexter on trial.
Oh shit.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean,
or dude, it would be interesting because I believe didn't Lithgow, isn't he cast to show up at some point?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It would be interesting. It would be interesting if, because I assume everyone that's dead that's gonna show up is gonna be someone talking, like Dexter talking to himself.
Yeah.
And it would be interesting if he gets very cerebral with the passenger, and the passenger just starts taking different forms, talking to him, like not only is it his compulsion for killing, but it's also his guilt, whether these people deserve to die or not. Yeah. He's still murdering other human beings, and that's not normal,
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm excited for the next episode.
Did y'all see the clip?
No, not yet.
I did.
It looks like it's going to be action packed. There's a lot going on.
I'm going to definitely keep my expectations low, though, because I think that's part of why I enjoyed it so much, is because I just didn't know what to expect.
Yeah. I am the passenger. I did like how they did the intro and the credits of the.
Cool. Oh, dude, missed that credit roll music.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we got a little bit of movie news if y'all want to hit it real quick.
Sure.
So Trav dropped this in there. Mobile Suit Gundam releases live action film's first concept art. Mobile Suit Gundam is easily the biggest mech anime franchise to arrive thanks to Yoshiko Tomino and the anime studio Sunrise, first landing in the 70s and since spawning countless anime series and movies, with Netflix currently working on live action adaptations of the likes of Cowboy Bebop, One Piece, and Yu Yu Hakusho. The streaming service is set to jump into the pilot seat for a new film diving into the universe of the Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon, with an upcoming live action take on the world of Gundam, revealing the first concept art for the film. While many details have not been revealed regarding the upcoming film, it will mark the first time that the world of Mobile Suit Gundam has been brought into live action in either East or the West. Set to be helmed by director Jordan Vogt Roberts, perhaps best known for his work on Kong Skull Island and The Kings of Summer. The director has also been working on an adaptation of the classic video game series of Metal Gear Solid. Though he has a full plate, this concept art certainly manages to capture the aesthetic of the most popular mech suit in all of anime. Industrial Light Magic shared the first concept art for the upcoming live-action Mobile Suit Gundam movie, which will be a Netflix exclusive and will be bringing in the classic version of the major mech suit, the RX-782, which was originally piloted by Amuro of the Earth Federation in the war against the Principality of Zeon and its top pilot, Char.
That looks cool.
That's some cool looking concept art. That's going to be good if they do it right.
And honestly, man, if they stick to the original, plot of Mobile Suit Gundam, it's gonna have the chance to be just an all-around silly goose time. It's a kid with a science father who's building a suit. He gets in the suit. Shenanigans ensue. There's even a way to pull it grimdark with the idea that it's this kid suddenly plunged into like the horrors of war.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm gonna watch it anyway, and I'm sure I'm gonna have a biased view on it. But I mean, like we said when this shit was first announced, man, having the guy from Kong on board, there's just a lot of things that just make this seem like it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So
yeah, with him behind it, it definitely gives it more validity. So I'm interested to check it out, man. I think that like that Cowboy Bebop trailers that we've seen looks fucking great.
Yeah.
If they're able to capture the signature thing that makes, whatever anime series it is that we're talking about, if they're able to capture, what made that great in live action, then there's no way that they can fail, right?
because at the end, it's an all-out sci-fi war movie.
Yeah.
With a almost family-friendly kid, perspective.
Yeah.
Because it's just this child that just gets thrown into this incredible situation, and you see him grow throughout the war between Earth Federation and Principality.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's such a easy you'll know what I mean whenever this comes out and you watch it. It's one of those situations where even though it's Gundam, even though it's its own story and has really cool its own world building, it's definitely got a plot that you have seen before.
Oh yeah.
And it's one of those things where there's no excuse for them not to execute it properly.
Right. And it has been out since the 70s, so I'm pretty sure that there's been a fair share of stealing from the Gundam franchise,
Yeah.
So I'm interested to check it out, and hopefully, like, I know that this is concept art. I know it's going to be a while before this is released and everything, but if it's going to be a film, definitely podlocked on it, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it. Now, this is something that I never ever thought I would ever see.
Strange.
Yeah. There's a new Hallmark Christmas movie that unites Bruce Campbell and Peter Gallagher as aging rockers. Hallmark will be groovier than it's ever been this holiday season with the debut of the new Christmas movie One December Night, set to premiere on the network on November the 13th. The movie features B-movie legend and Ash vs. Evil Dead star Bruce Campbell as a retired rock star who's called upon to pick the guitar back up for a television reunion. The problem? They had broken up 10 years prior, and they'll need to fix their history to make this holiday reunion work.
Yeah. Just like every Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Even Bruce Campbell's not going to be able to make one of these good. I'm sorry.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, I watched one. My grandmother was watching one Sunday night, and it was called Next Stop Christmas. Okay? Listen,
right.
This girl gets on a train. It's 2021. She's living in the city. It's like all these movies. You got to go back home, and so she's in the city spending Christmas alone. Well, all of a sudden, the train. She's on like a just a normal ass train. Then it turns into like this Christmas train. She's on it. She's on it by herself.
Yeah.
And guess who the conductor is?
Santa Claus.
Christopher Lloyd. And he takes her back in time to 2011 to her hometown so she can fix her life so her life won't be so shitty in the future.
Uh-huh. So it's back to the future.
Finds the right boyfriend, the guy that she loved, the one that got away. They're all the same, dude. You just change how they get there. But I'm sitting there watching it. But when I saw Christopher Lloyd, and I was like, that's clever. I mean,
yeah.
Taking her back in time. It's a train.
Yeah.
But those movies are trash, dude. They're trash, man. I'm not into you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, she'll watch them all.
Yeah.
She'll watch this one. Not because it's got Bruce Campbell in it, but.
I kind of think we should pod it, dude.
Oh, dude. I mean, we could watch it, mention it. I don't know if it's a whole episode. I mean, it'd be the shortest podcast we ever done.
No, I'm saying like let's watch it and take it 100% seriously.
Well, here's what's going to happen though. Those two may not even be like the main characters.
Yeah, well,
it'll be a young, like the people in that preview there. It'll be those two, and they're like trying to get them back together to do this show to save Christmas. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man, that other movie was terrible. I was just sitting there,
for it.
And she's like, "What's happened? Where are they going?" And I was like, "The train's." I had to explain. I was like, "Well, the train's taking her back in time."
Yeah.
Wow, back in time. Well, she's got to fix Christmas. He just told her. Listen, quit playing on your phone. When I saw Christopher Lloyd, I perked up, but I was like, "Oh, it's just a fucking Hallmark Christmas movie." But they kill it every year. They drop like fucking 30 movies.
Yeah. They film them over the course of like 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, they're the top billed cast on the IMDb page.
I mean, of course, they're the biggest names.
I don't know, dude. It might be good. I've watched so many fucking Hallmark Christmas movies that I could just like live my life without ever watching another one. But I'm willing to put it all on the line for the podcast, dude.
I mean, Bruce Campbell's going to be Bruce Campbell in it.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be hilarious. That might be that might be the best thing to ever happen to Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah.
I might watch this and report back.
I'm going to put the fucking trailer in the goddamn trailers and we'll see how much. Well, you know how they do that sometimes. They'll bill it as like Christopher Lloyd was on the fucking cover of that movie.
Yeah.
In it for less than 10 minutes.
Of course, yeah.
They were like, the rest of the time he was drunk. You know? I'm just kidding. I don't know if he does that anymore.
Yeah.
Well, there's only a teaser, which there you go. They're teasing it.
Let's do it. It comes out this fucking Saturday, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure I'll see it on Sunday.
If you watch
I'll tell her about it. Pull that one up. She's like, "You want to watch one of these?" Because I'm just over there like, I can't believe that people. I'm over there like shitting on the whole time, dude. Like, I'm over there telling her what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know, like she's gonna make everything right. It's gonna save Christmas in the future. You know, and I know you've seen this one. Dude, there's so many of them that do this. The girl's going home to be with her family for Christmas, right?
Yeah, with a shitty guy.
Bringing the shitty boy, the new fiance. Yeah. Now, when she gets there, the old fiance, the old boyfriend that everybody loves, that's fucking dude from Meet the Fockers, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson's just like, wow, you made it home for Christmas, you know? And then she falls in love with that guy. The other guy turns out to be a dick. He's doing, you know.
Yeah.
She leaves him for this guy. Everything's fucking happy ever after. I mean, how many times have you seen that?
Yeah. My favorite spin on that is like they were high school sweethearts. It didn't work out. She left.
Or like they never made a move on each other.
Oh, yeah. That one too. Yeah.
Like they were best friends, but they didn't know they were in love.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where he went to school at, but anyway. But that's my favorite one where she comes back and she goes to her parents' house and she's like, why is fucking Billy Bob here? And it's like, well, Billy Bob's been taking care of the property.
He's a farmhand.
Yeah. It's like,
And then they have that first scene with the sexual tension.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hey, you liking the city life? And she's like, well, you know, it's all right. I mean, I make more money than you do, you know?
Yeah. He's like, hold on, let me cut some logs.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll be here tonight. Are you coming this weekend? We're gonna light the Christmas tree at the town hall or square or whatever.
Yeah,
there's a big thing to that. The star topper they're gonna put on the tree gets lost. They gotta track it down.
Yeah.
Somebody stole some pies from a church. Who knows, man?
I know. But I had to mention that Bruce Campbell in a home, like, what the fuck? I never, ever would have guessed.
You got to take what you can get, man. We're headed into a recession. So.
That's true. I wonder if they filmed this in his backyard. That'd be fucking awesome, right?
You mean his 10 minutes he's going to be in the movie? Probably.
Yeah.
I am going to check it out because I'm interested to see how long he's in it.
Yeah. If you watch it this weekend, let me know. Because I might get it.
Yeah.
And put it up.
You know, you might pay for the Hallmark channel.
Yeah, I might get the Hallmark
channel.
I'm sure
they got an app.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not a big Christmas person. Like I'm not I'm like my grandmother just like today wanted me to order 24 more fucking candles to put in the windows. She's already got 24. And she was like, I need like 12 more. And I was like, well, they sell them in packs of 24. She was like, yes. And I was like, okay.
What are you going to do with the other 12?
Put them in fucking something.
Order them.
The house has been done up for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
The tree's already up. It was up before fucking Halloween.
I remember whenever we were over there and I was like, what's in that corner or in that room over there? And you're like, it's all the Christmas stuff. And I'm like, well, the room can't be that big. No, dude. This room was fucking massive. And there's nutcrackers everywhere.
Yeah.
And wreaths and trees and decorations.
I guess you have to put that shit out. You know?
I already know, dude. I already know.
I got injured trying to put that fucking 20-foot tree up.
But I will say, because I've seen one phase of this before, in my life. I will say when you see all of it though, man, there is some sort of appreciation that it just pulls out of you, and it does put you in like a holiday mood.
I think it just bothers me because I know the amount of work I'm gonna have to do.
Oh, I mean for sure.
You know what I mean?
You know.
And then like, look, dude, putting it out ain't the hard part. In a few months, we've got to put it up, dude. It's got to go upstairs in the attic.
Yeah.
We got to take it upstairs.
But I mean, you get what I'm saying, though. Like, when you can get that out of your mind a little bit, you can be like, man, like, fuck yeah, it's Christmas. Like, it like, I don't know, I appreciated it when I saw it, you know, and I assume that's a big contributing factor for it, not just for y'all's own satisfaction, but whenever there's a guest over and they see it, you know, it's, you know, you can't be in a bad mood when there's Christmas shit around you.
Yeah.
And that's coming from someone who hates fucking Christmas because I was born on the shit.
All right, next up, Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder teases other realms, time loops, and portals in Planet of the Dead. So Snyder likes to do things big, and Army of the Dead was the prime example. The almost 2.5-hour apocalyptic thriller landed on Netflix to a mixed critical reception, but an overwhelming amount of attention as it quickly became one of the most watched original movies on Netflix, with more than 75 million people dropping in to watch. Now with prequel movie Army of Thieves expanding the idea towards its inevitable franchise status, attention is gearing to the next installments, including an animated series and a direct sequel titled Planet of the Dead. While Snyder has only recently begun teasing the trilogy completing movie, it looks like things are going to get a lot wider when the next film does come down the line. Army of Thieves surprised everyone when it arrived on Netflix last month, very quickly after the release of Army of the Dead. Fans shouldn't expect Planet of the Dead to follow with quite the same speed, and much of the work on Thieves had been completed back in 2020. So post-production was well underway by the time Army of the Dead dropped. While Snyder had a very different idea of what he wants to see in the sequel, he once again wants to mix more genres into the franchise, which means that along with the established world of zombies, we could well be looking at more sci-fi elements coming into play, such as time loops, aliens, portals, and more. This is what Snyder told Variety. First of all, I know exactly what I'd want to see in the sequel. We're doing the animated series, which will come out next year. The animated series very much delves deeply into the why of the zombie apocalypse and where the zombies come from exactly. I think the time loops, portals, doorways to other realms, things of that nature are very much in play. So all of those clues that Dieter gives us are very much part of how we continue to spiral out the Army of the Dead universe. In the series so far, there have been a number of throwaway lines about time loops, and these have not been dwelt on. These have not been dwelt on for long and mostly slipped under the radar. Of course, there are some people who watch these things with a notebook and pen, and there have been plenty of fan theories that there is more happening in the world Snyder has created than he has let on so far. The latest comments from Zack Snyder are not about to quell those theories, but are mostly going to push even more questions about about where the franchise is going in Planet of the Dead and arrives on Netflix sometimes the next couple of years. I like how they had the whole article as a quote. You know, we were like, damn, Snyder had a lot of shit to say, didn't he?
I'm definitely gonna watch Army of Thieves. It has better ratings on everything than Army of the Dead.
I think we should pod it whenever we've got a free week. Yeah, when we can slot it in, because Dieter was the best character.
Yeah, and the way it looks at this one is them. It's a prequel, so it's kind of before. I don't think there's any zombies. I mean, they're it's a heist movie.
Yeah.
Which is what the other one was, but this one just doesn't have zombies. It's got good scores, man.
Yeah. I can't believe they're doing an anime. If they're going to wait until the animated series comes out to do Planet of the Dead or whatever it is, we're going to have to wait like 8 years. You know what I mean? Because it takes a long time to do anything animated. And if they're going to do a series, like Kevin Smith worked on Masters of the Universe for like 4 years before it came out. So I mean,
oh wow.
I mean, we're gonna have to wait a while before that comes out. But I mean, if the series is done correctly and all that stuff, it could be very interesting. So we'll see.
We're gonna have an Avatar situation on our hands.
Yeah, God.
He's like, I'm only making Evil Dead, Army Dead movies for the rest of my life.
It's like, thanks, fucking Cameron
Thanks,
Jr.
Netflix.
Yeah, for real. I wish he's doing fucking time loops, portals, all this kinds of shit, but we can't get a fucking sequel to Justice League. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, fucking come on, dude. Next up here, I just want to throw this in here real quick. Shigeru Miyamoto says animated Super Mario Brothers movie is almost done. It says during a Q&A session at the end of a financial results meeting, the game director said that the first cut of the movie is complete but needs some refining. In comments translated on Twitter by investment advisor David Gibson, Miyamoto commented that there is a very good feeling internally about the movie, but they want to make sure that it does not betray customers, and they are still polishing the final cut. And then they talk about how they had to go back on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie whenever that trailer came out because people were like, what the fuck is this?
Why does he look like that?
Yeah.
They got mad, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. Miyamoto said Super Mario film is pretty much done, working on the last bit. Have a very good feeling about it, but we are very careful not to betray customers and meet expectations. Continue to work to polish the movie. Would like to roll out with other IPs for movies, etc. Should be experience people should experience IP in a variety of ways, but going one by one, not say doing many IP movies at the same time. So, there's been rumors that, Seth Rogen might get a Donkey Kong spinoff. There's been rumors that they may work in an animated Zelda film. Mm-hmm. And then I've seen some people speculate online that they're going to do like Mario, and then they're going to do like Donkey Kong, then they're going to do Zelda, and then Metroid, and they're going to like hit all of them. And then their version of they're going to basically do the Avengers with it and have the Super Smash Brothers And it might be a joke, you know, and it might be, but people are theorizing that they're gonna like do a Super Smash Brothers like Marvel Avengers crossover film to where it's gonna be like the Nintendo heroes versus maybe the villains or something like, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever. So, and even if they went that route, Jesus Christ, could you fucking imagine?
I mean, this has an all-star cast.
Yeah, dude, people are mad as fuck that Chris Pratt is doing the voice of Mario. I've read and heard
because I remember what's his name got mad that played Luigi in the movie.
Yeah,
he was outspoken.
John
Yeah, he got mad.
Yeah. Well, they're pissed. Like people are pissed because it's Chris Pratt and he's not Italian. And it's like, here's my thing. When they said that they were going to do a Minecraft movie, right? And that, you know, Charlie Day was going to write it and he was going to star in it, right? I'm not sitting here thinking like it's going to be Minecraft Steve walking around not making any noise. You know what I mean? Like not talking or interacting with anybody. Like I didn't think that at all. Whenever they announced that, like, oh, they're doing a Mario movie, I never thought that it was going to be Mario running around and that they were just going to take the same sound samples,
from
like
Nintendo
voice
64.
samples from 64, and inject it into a fucking movie. You know, like
I mean, dude, Chris Pratt and Charlie Day as Mario and Luigi is going to be a silly goose time. Those two going back and forth.
And Jack Black as Bowser?
Come on. He's going to be like, come on. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've just come to the conclusion that people are fucking idiots, man. Like, it's a fucking Mario, animated Mario movie.
Mario's not real. It's not a fucking biopic, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And not only that, but like, would you seriously want to go watch a movie to where they take the N64 voice lines and just insert it into the film and there'd be no fucking dialogue? It'd be like Lamb, but way
like when
less
he
cooler.
walks in, he's just like, it's a me. And then that's it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah, exactly.
Well, like, remember the Sonic movie? Sonic never talked.
No.
Never.
He did in the animated shit, but so did Mario. Like, I don't know. And they, you know, the dude from fucking, Parts and Rec, they cast him as Sonic. Yeah. Whenever I heard that casting, I'm like, really? And then when the movie came out, then it was like, oh, this was perfect.
It was.
You know?
And then they're like, guess what? Idris Elba's playing Knuckles.
It's like, what?
Knuckles isn't black? You know?
Yeah. So, I mean,
people
just need
to fucking, dude.
Yeah, for real, man. They need to get off their fucking high horses. Here's the thing. If you want that version of Mario, download Blender, download the N64 Mario sound pack,
you can get it from YouTube,
and have fucking fun. You know?
Dude, I think one of the best ones is Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong. I can already see Donkey Kong doing that fucking laugh. Like, he sounds like a Donkey Kong.
He does, don't he? Yeah.
Fictional characters.
Fictional characters, man. Speaking of more fictional characters, Black Panther Wakanda Forever shuts down filming until 2022. So apparently, Latita Wright, okay, it says that Wakanda Forever has been forced to head into a hiatus while Latita Wright continues to recover from an on-set injury she sustained back in August, with filming shutting down until early next year.
Damn.
Yeah. So it says here that yeah. On set, while the movie has continued filming around the actress who will be playing a more prominent role in the Black Panther sequel, sources close to the production have said that the team are now having to temporarily shut down until early 2022. When Wright was rushed to hospital following the injury, which involved a stunt rig being used by the actress as she filmed scenes in Boston, it was originally announced by Marvel Studios that there would be minimal impact on the schedule shoot, and it would not lead to any substantial delays. Much in the way Indiana Jones 5 shoot had to work around Harrison Ford's shoulder injury. Black Panther Wakanda Forever has been trying its best to keep the movie on track, but it seems they have gone as far as they can without their new lead. The production will continue until Thanksgiving, when it will take a hiatus for a few months.
So if they pick up filming or work in 2022, that means it's not going to come out until
like 2024.
Do you think they damn? Do you think they may be using this to get a little more time on it?
Probably,
yeah. Because
yeah,
the first one did so well that.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Coming in with that second one, and no Chadwick this time.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as we know.
Yeah. So not only are they, Black Panther was the first, black superhero film of all time ever made, ever, period, ever.
Yes.
This is going to be the first.
Fuck you, Blade.
This is going to be the first female-led African American or black superhero movie ever made ever. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's got it's got some big shoes to, like some fucking clown size shoes to fill over here. You know what I mean? So, and since it's our first black superhero that we've ever seen on camera ever, period, then it's probably better that they push this out until, she's in better mental and physical condition, since she is playing the first black superhero female character that's ever been put on screen ever, period. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. A lot going on there.
I'm ready I'm ready for trailers. I don't want to talk about it. I hope she gets to feeling better. I hope that the shoot.
It doesn't even tell you how she got hurt, which leads me to believe that
she didn't get hurt.
Well, maybe I'm sure something happened, but maybe the script's just not there, and they want to push it back, and maybe the dailies weren't looking too good.
Yeah, possibility.
And the studio was like, if we release this, it's suicide.
Yeah. Well, all I know is like you said, with the success of Black Panther, since he was the first black superhero ever captured on film.
Milestone.
How are they going to there's going to have to be a very clever way that they're going to have it transition from T'Challa to the sister.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the movie should be called Black Panther, because it doesn't have Black Panther in it anymore.
Well, I think that she's going to take the mantle of Black Panther.
Yeah, but do they still call it Black Panther?
Yeah,
so
because
wear the suit.
Yeah, because his dad was Black Panther, and then you haven't seen the movie, so T'Challa's dad was Black Panther, and then he dies in Civil War. And then that's the thing about the Black Panther movie is
him coming into his own and.
Well, yeah, because there's a ritual and people are fighting to be the Black Panther and to be. So the leader of Wakanda is also the Black Panther.
Yeah.
They're one and the same, right? So that's kind of how that whole thing works out.
All right.
But it's a lot of pressure, man, to be the first black superhero
it is
ever on film, and also be the Black Panther, and also be the leader of a country. Yeah.
Like Catwoman. Just saying. Does that count as a superhero?
Yes. If Batman counts as a superhero, then definitely.
Okay,
yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be great seeing the first black female superhero film ever produced in the history of cinema. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Trav?
Got me excited. He's here for it.
No comment. Yeah, no comment.
I was
I'm
just
ready.
saying, I think they're pushing it back to work on.
Which is smart
Yeah,
if that's what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, those are some huge.
Well,
huge.
Why would she be doing anything that would get her hurt that bad? Being the star of the movie, I think they pay people to do that.
Yeah, she's not Tom Cruise. You know, it's the same chick that was trying to take the Soul Stone out of Vision's forehead in Infinity War.
Yeah.
You know, it's her.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. But I'm ready for trailers.
I can't wait to see this fucking Ghostbuster movie.
I know. When does it come out?
Soon.
November the 19th. Ooh! So this weekend, in celebration of the greatest day, we're going to go try and watch the Eternals.
What's the greatest day?
My birthday.
Oh, that's you're born in November?
Yeah, dude.
For some reason I thought you were born in like July or something.
Nah, my birthday is this coming Sunday.
Let me look. Hang on, I gotta confirm that.
The greatest.
It ain't on my
day.
Google Calendar. Did you use your real birthday? On your Gmail?
What? I don't think I put a birthday on there.
Fucked up.
But you can add it in there if you want to, though.
Oh yeah, I can.
It's the 14th.
14th.
Yeah. So I've already talked to my brothers and everything, or at least one of my brothers, and we're going to try to go watch it Saturday. And then I definitely want to go watch Ghostbusters when it comes out. And Trav, I don't know if I'm going to do this, and Adam, but
thanks for having me.
I may try to lock down that theater for Spider-Man if they'll let me do it.
Oh, no.
It's less than $100.
You know, that must be a thing like everywhere, because I heard Tom Segura and Bert rented out a theater, and they were like, "You never believe how much it costs to rent a theater. It's actually pretty cheap. It was like $100."
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah. And I asked them, I'm like, you know, you can rent one out and have 20 people show up and you can watch anything that you want that's been released, except they said that like Spider-Man or Marvel movies, they'll have to check on that to see if that's something that's doable.
Well, you could probably do it on like an off day.
Yeah.
Where they're not going to make much money, you know, a few weeks after it's already been showing.
Yeah.
Then probably. Yeah. Like once they move it to a smaller screen.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they show those movies on the big one.
Yeah. So if that happens, I'll let you guys know, because I would love to watch that movie. You know, private theater with like a handful of friends there. You know what I mean?
That'd be a cool experience.
Yeah. And if I had the money and the time to do it, I would do that and go watch like, you know, the original Ghostbuster or the Blues Brothers, dude. You know what I mean? Or fucking Close Encounters or The Abyss.
Don't tease me.
All right. Yeah, for real, right? But I'm ready for this Ghostbusters final trailer.
Have y'all seen it?
Mm-mm.
No.
I didn't even know they had a new one. This came out yesterday. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ready when y'all are.
3, 2, 1, play. That's Dan Aykroyd. Right?
Yeah.
Through the 6th seal?
Yeah.
I heard a while back the 7th seal had been broken. They better not show Bill Murray. I want them to save that for the movie. The new season of Stranger Things looks crazy.
I know, right?
Well, that CGI makes a difference, dude. If Rick Moranis shows up, because they had those fucking things. Oh my god, what if he's in it?
He might be, dude.
He's like, "Are you the gatekeeper?"
I'm looking for the keymaster. I'm the keymaster looking for the... Oh god. I can't wait for that shit, dude. Yeah. All right, this next film is coming out November the 28th. Elves.
Hang on, I've clicked it. It's not wanting to. Oh, there it goes.
Elves.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh.
Oh, it's a series.
They hit an elf. I think they're gonna. Is it gonna be like a horror movie?
What the
It's
fuck?
a troll. Remember the death trolls?
Yeah.
Little diamond in their belly. Maybe you don't feed it cookies after midnight. Yeah, what happens when they get big? Not your normal Christmas movie there.
They're sure not here to make fudge covered cookies, that's for sure.
Not the Keebler kind.
Mm-mm.
I'm kind of excited about this next film here.
I've seen this trailer. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It looks like a silly fucking family film, dude.
Yeah, it was like that's why it's almost like they took a script from the Goldbergs and turned it into a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, comments have been turned off.
People were shitting on. They're like, Neil Patrick Harris would never have a.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You can't celebrate Christmas if you're gay.
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
Whoa, turn the comments off.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. I see what you mean
The
by
day
Goldbergs.
The day I was born.
Like even him talking over the footage. I decided I wanted to be a filmmaker. The good old days. Oh. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of got that A Christmas Story vibe too, like
Yeah.
but it's a Nintendo, not a gun. That's the cool kid that's got one. The rich kid. That's funny. Of course. King of the Hill. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a good little family film, dude.
It does.
And with Neil Patrick Harris like doing the fucking narration on it, it's gonna be hilarious. All right, this is an animated film, but it's coming to Netflix. I don't know what
Outback.
Yeah,
Outback
I'm guessing.
Steakhouse.
Yeah, that's what I was supposed to
The
fix to
darkest
say.
place you'll ever eat.
Yeah, it's got Keith Urban in it, dude. Fuck yeah,
Is he
Guy
down?
Pearce.
Oh, wrong guy.
Eric Bana, Isla Fisher. I'm ready.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Is he down?
Yeah.
Did I smoke him?
I think that's Keith Urban. You've been domesticated.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make it. Called an Antifa. The face of Dick. That's a ducktail platypus. He got kicked into blooming onions. Oh, my blooming onions. Dysentery. Don't worry, I filtered it through a leaf.
Don't look too bad.
Back to the outback.
Yeah.
Where's the kangaroo?
The Joey?
You know, you always see, like, when you're a kid, you see, like, cartoon kangaroos, and you're like, oh, that's what they look cute, you know? Then you see a real kangaroo with abs on its nose. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, these things are fucked up. What about that dude that punched that kangaroo in the face?
Yeah, saved his dog.
Yeah, dude.
It had his dog. It was like holding him, like, you're mine, you know? And then he just ran up, dude, and punched it. And that kangaroo looked at him like he couldn't believe he did it.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to pick a fight with me, mate? You know?
All right. He punched that motherfucker in the nose, dude.
What was that Down Under cartoon where those lizards were eating the eggs?
Was it Rango?
No, this was like when we were kids. Remember the guy had those two, like, they looked like Komodo dragons? And they were stealing the eggs and eating them? I don't remember something Down Under. Anyway.
I remember it, but I can't remember the name of it. What the hell was the name of that? I don't know.
I'll figure it out. Hellbound.
Is this part of the Hellraiser franchise?
Might be.
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
The fuck? What the fuck is happening? Yeah, what is that? What movie is that?
The Rescuers Down Under.
That's it.
Dude, because remember they're
yeah.
The guy that owned those little lizard things, he had like a strong Australian accent. And I just remember those two fucking things because they were like supposed to steal some eggs for him, and the way they talked was real funny because it was like, you know, like just hilarious.
It's been a minute since I've seen that shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
The Rescuers, man.
An old ass cartoon.
That movie looks fucking crazy though, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Hellbound. Yeah, I kind of want to watch it though, man.
Check it out.
Yeah,
Just
for
to
sure.
see what's happening.
Yeah. All right, Swan Song. It's got a boy in it.
Stop looking at me, swine.
Marshall Ali.
I thought Swan Song was going to be like the kind of the biopic of Miss Swan.
I thought it was going to be about Led Zeppelin.
Oh. Comments are turned off again. They were like, it's a boy.
Stop ruining it for the rest of us, man.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, it's him. I'll watch anything with him in it. We saw another teaser or something about a different movie.
I think it was.
Yeah, there was another movie where there was a place they were going to like deal with the death of someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is different.
Is this him? Like Multiplicity? Yeah.
Is that his new body? Because he's dying.
Yeah.
So is that a clone that he's gonna
transfer his memories into, maybe?
Yep. So he's gonna die, but they send that back home. Aquafina. See, that's how it would work if you could clone yourself to have your memories and everything, but it's not gonna be you.
Yeah.
You know, your brain's dying. Let's go. Well, it looks serious as fuck.
Yeah, it looks good though.
Oh, you know he's
Marshala. Yeah, for sure.
There's no way he would agree to do it if that script wasn't a banger.
No. Banger. All right, we got our first fucking trailer for Stranger Things season 4. It's about damn time, you know?
All right. Wonder why they put that in the description. It says 004/004.
Season 4 of 4, maybe?
I don't know.
Or is this trailer 4 of 4? I don't know.
But I'm ready. You ready?
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, play. Look at this guy. Muchachas. Fuck you, Dylan.
Yeah, for real.
That's right. He moved away. Well, she moved away, right?
Yeah, she did.
Damn. I mean, I've been ready.
Yeah. When the fuck is that coming out next year?
It better not be.
I think it might.
What?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm ready to see David
It
Harbour
says
back
mid
in that.
2022.
Yeah. So summer. Yeah.
What's taking so long?
I don't know. Well, see, and the thing was like each season was a different season of year,
Yeah.
but the last season happened during the summer. So I was expecting this one to take place. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched all Stranger Things. So
Yeah. 2019.
yeah.
We saw the last season.
So it'll be 3 years between them.
Wow. I'm still down to watch it.
Well, I mean, they were in junior high in that last season that came out, so this will put them in high school for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe close to graduating high school. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I'm ready for this fucking A24. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's got Jacqueline Phoenix in it.
Oh yeah. I look down, I'm like, who's that?
I'm ready, man.
3, 2, 1, play. Black and white, I see.
Oh yeah.
Expensive.
Looks good, man. It looks A24 as fuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it looks good. All right, well, we got Marvel's Hit Monkey. It's coming to Hulu. Story of a monkey on a mission. This is the first time that they're ever going to have a monkey as a lead character ever in any film, animated or live action. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Try again, Marvel.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. I don't even know what the fuck Hit Monkey is. So it's like Hitman.
Yeah.
I like that animation style. It's like a cut scene on a mobile game.
Yeah.
Yes. Ubisoft. Go, you want soft? What? Are you doing podcasts?
What the fuck? I recognize that guy's voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. Almost sounds like
Is it
Jason
Sudeikis?
Sudeikis. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It is.
Hell yeah.
I mean, nobody sounds like that guy.
Yeah.
Got Olivia Munn in it. George Takei. Oh, I remember hearing something about that recently. I'm not gonna repeat it. This is a goddamn nightmare. So he's that monkey's spirit animal, or it's the other way around.
Or,
They're
yeah, I don't
connected,
know. Yeah.
and he's gonna use
I
the
think
monkey
he's a
to.
ghost.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
dead. Shooting a bird, yeah. That does look pretty good, but boy, they getting to the bottom of that pile, ain't they?
Yeah,
We got a hip
right.
monkey down here. What the fuck is that?
Put it in production.
Hire Sudeikis.
Yeah. Sudeikis is a fucking national treasure. Get him in it.
They were like, we wanted oh shit, the guy that plays Deadpool.
Oh,
We
Ryan
wanted him,
Reynolds?
but he's not available.
Yeah, he can only play Deadpool. Oh,
Just want to
yeah.
remind Hulu subscribers that Disney owns it too.
Yeah, for real, right?
Look what we
No biggie.
got here.
I'm so excited about this trailer, dude.
January 9.
Soon. Yeah, soon.
All right.
About 2 months away.
Righteous Gemstones. Finally.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
That was fucking great.
Bigger and better. It's fucking
Eric Andre.
Yeah. Where's Gideon? Love it, man.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
I come big or I don't come at all. Wow.
I can't fucking wait, dude.
Fucking right.
That fucking show was perfect. And this season look like it's gonna be even more so, you know?
Well, like you can tell because he grew up in the South,
Yeah.
and you can tell
Oh
when
yeah.
it comes to that church shit, like
He's
them
right
coming
there
in
in
for
there.
Sunday morning to
Yeah.
eat.
So
That whole
lunch,
scene,
yeah.
like I don't know what
mean,
this is.
It's A24, dude. I like this I got to read this comment real quick. Why does every A24 trailer make you feel like there's a demonic presence under the surface? I mean,
cue the Ram Man.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready though.
3, 2, 1, play. I'm so pumped about that gemstone. Beach bum. It's weird how they keep doing the bottle tapping.
Yeah, the jars.
Eerie vibes, man. Where's everybody else?
Is it a series or?
Mosquito net. Oh, he's like stranded.
Yeah.
Where'd the animals come from? Oh, this is the next season of Dexter.
Okay. Yeah.
See the routine?
Yeah.
They're still doing it with the
whisk.
I'm right there with you, brother.
Where's he get gas at for that Jeep?
Why does he keep disrespecting that fucking guitar?
That is disrespectful. Dude, it's almost like it's the same day every day. Maybe that's why he doesn't run out of gas.
Is he in a loop? I'm trying to understand what this continuous streaming event means. Is it like an ASMR movie or some shit?
Here we go with the sounds again. Is this going to stream for a whole week? It says from 22 to 28.
Hold on. Says that A24 heads to the beach, a slow TV docuseries from Warwick Thornton. Warwick Thornton, one of Australia's most celebrated filmmakers, with features including Samson and Delilah and Sweet Country, self-isolated in a beach shack on the northwest coast of Australia in 2019. The Beach, a docu-series whose only subjects are Thornton, 3 chickens, a dog, and a mud crab, is a result and it is coming to the US and the rest of the world for the first time via A24. The company, which is ramping up its documentary slate with projects such as Val, has taken the worldwide rights to the project and is launching it on its A24 screening room between November the 22nd through the 28th. The Beach is a journey of a man who has chosen to give up life in the fast lane and decamp to an isolated beach in an attempt to transform his life through the healing power of nature.
That'll make you go crazy, though.
Yeah, it says filmed in April and May of 2019 by Thornton's cinematographer son, Dylan River. It originally aired on Australian public broadcaster SBS and NTIV.
Oh, so technically you could already watch this.
Yes. but A24 has got the worldwide rights to distribute it now. So that's what that's
I like
about.
this comment. This guy says, "Are you coming to visit for Thanksgiving this year? Sorry, Grandma, but I'll be in the middle of a week-long movie about nothing."
Yeah, right. Yeah, for real. It's a movie about nothing, dude.
I mean, there was a big hit show about nothing.
One of my favorite shows. All right,
Our
we've got the
teaser.
fucking 1 December
Let's
night,
see.
dude. I'm
Oh,
excited
what a
about it.
night.
Yeah.
Late December back in 63.
Oh,
They don't use
what a
that. They're
night.
fucking up.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready?
All right. Yes.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play. I don't like it. I'm just kidding. See, they got to save it. The reason the trailer's so short, that's all the footage they have with those two in it.
Heard.
I kind of want to watch it though, dude.
1 December night. They even brought back the voiceover guy.
Yeah, 1 December night.
At this point, the Hallmark
ABC
movies,
Family
though,
presents the 13 Days of Halloween.
remember when, what's that, He Did It channel? Lifetime. Remember when Lifetime made that little parody thing, like making fun of themselves?
Yeah.
That's a Demi Padre.
Yeah. Like this, even like the Hallmark Christmas movies, they know.
Yeah.
Like they lean into it heavy.
Yeah. They don't care, man.
I'll tell you what I am
They're
excited
making-
about.
What, Shang-Chi?
I'm excited to watch Shang-Chi next week.
Yeah. I'm
It
hoping.
comes out on Friday.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that, like, that there's a good reception here on the real estate because I really did enjoy it. So,
I think there will be.
I hope so, man.
The world loved it.
Yeah. And the world's hating on the Eternals right now. So
Big
that's
time.
the main.
The minute it's over, I'm gonna message you, Griffin, and harass you, Ben. Like, what the fuck,
I
man?
can't believe you like this.
God, garbage.
God
Put it in the
damn it,
trash with
Griffin.
everything else.
Fine, I'll just go jump off a bridge.
No, I have a weird guess on the Eternals hate. Hear me out.
It's too far-fetched.
2.5 hours. I think they go full balls to the wall comic book movie, and it's just too much for some people.
Yeah.
I feel like there's with 10 fucking
people hate
main
that?
characters, with 10 main characters, a lot of shit's gonna happen that it's just gonna be we ain't gotta explain shit because comic movie, you know?
I'm down with that.
Yeah, cut the chuffa, get to the crazy.
Well, and not only that, but like a lot of people's like, well, this movie, all it is world building. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, that's all the Eternals ever was world building for the sake of world building for whatever major events coming up that they can, pull the Eternals into it and use them as a way to basically like shoehorn all of this in through time.
Oh.
2.5 hours of world building or that 5-minute clip after the credits.
So, but here's the thing. So I'm looking at IMDb. So you know how you got the audience score and then like the movie reviewers.
Yeah.
The people that this is their job. So that's where the bad score is coming from. The movie reviewers, it's 46. The audience score is 80%. So,
damn, that's pretty good.
Well, whenever you look at an IMDb thing, it only shows you, the little tomato meter thing.
Yeah.
And that's only 314 reviews coming in at 46. That's 5,000 plus verified ratings on that 85%, 80%.
I know two co-workers who went and watched it.
two separate, situations. Both came back at me and were like, it was good. The other person was like, it's a lot of movie.
I mean,
let's go.
Which,
it's
yeah,
got Angelina Jolie in it. What do you expect?
A
And
lot of
Selma
lips,
Hayek. You will lick the shit off of my booty.
Off of my eternal booty.
Well, I mean, we got a timeline that's going 1,000 years before everything. We got a current one. Like, it just seems like it's going to be breakneck speed, getting a lot of stuff out of the way, and I'm down for one like that.
Feed the beast.
We don't need 15 minutes of, we got to hold out here. Why? Because you're not quite ready to do the final fight yet.
Yeah.
We got to do a side mission.
I'm excited to watch it, man. So, I mean, hopefully next episode will be Marvel centric. I'll come in with a, with a pre-eternal rating,
Oh, you're going to go see it?
Yeah, this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to hold off my big return to the theater. I'm going to hold off for Spider-Man.
I mean, I'm going to try to go watch Ghostbusters as well.
Yeah. Now, Griff, if you come back and you're like, yo, Eternals 10 out of 10, I might course correct and try to catch it before it does leave theaters.
Right.
Because I do hate that I didn't watch Dune in theaters. I should have went and watched it.
Shit, it should still be playing.
It is.
But you've already seen it now, so.
Yeah.
It's still playing in Scottsboro if you wanted to go watch it. Because I was looking at the times earlier to see, what the weekend was looking like. Because we're looking at all right, this is like some shinfo, but anyway, shouldn't have to work Saturday. And the store closes at 3. So we're going to try to set everything up to where we can leave the store and go eat. Because, the mom wants to get together and eat, on Saturday. And I was like, okay, so if we can hit it right, maybe we can be at the movies by 5:30 or 6. If there's a 6, 5:30, 6 o'clock showing, we can go ahead and hit that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be home before the fucking kids get out, That's what I'm hoping for. But, we'll see.
We'll see what other people have planned.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually what happens to my plans.
Yeah.
They don't line up with everybody else's, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I talked to my brother earlier, and I was like, he's like, yeah, I'm cool to go watch it. And I'm like, all right. So, at least that should line up, but we'll see. I don't know. I know I don't want to be out until fucking midnight on Saturday night watching a movie, I mean, new update happened, so.
So, yeah, 10 rings, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah, 10 rings.
I'm excited.
Man. I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
Next week, checks in the mail.